Fucking hell.
Bum, 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 bum,
I hear
bum.
this one more time. This shit's gonna haunt my dreams.
So, Mr. Feng, how long have you been playing Gmod?
Yes, about 3 years.
So, how long have you been playing Gmod for?
What is your opinion on the Gmod community?
Kinda trash.
Mr. Alpha Male Dick Warlock, how long have you been playing Gmod for? 2 minutes, that's a hefty amount of time right there. A little bit too much, some would say.
With that experience, what's your opinion on the current climate of the state of things in these games? Very well put.
Yeah, those are some good words. What's your opinion on the Gmod community in the 2 minutes that you played? So, please tell the cameras and tell us, how long have you been playing Gmod for?
And thank you for tuning in.
What's your opinion on Gmod administrators, the people who try and keep the people of Gmod safe from people walking around with guns? What's your opinion on those?
Also kinda trash.
May you elaborate?
No.
How do you feel about the admins, the people that are in charge to help all the lowly people be safe?
You're a super admin, right? How long have you been an administrator for? You're the dev. Are you happen to be the person in charge of the menu music?
No.
Thank fuck. Anyway,
If you were the owner of this server, if this was your server, you could do what you want with it. What would be the first 3 things you'd do with it?
Number 1, I wouldn't own a server, so I would delete it. That's about it.
If
wanna
you
do
were
a
a
hit?
brand,
Hey.
if you were a brand, what would your motto of that brand be?
Get the hell out of here!
like, thank you for conducting the interview in
Well,
such a
thank you.
serious manner.
Thank you so much. You're the first person to do it properly. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Alright, thank you for the interview, guys. See you later.
This is a very simple question. I'm sure you can grasp it. What is the answer to world peace?
Stu gets it. Stu.
I like it. I like that.
Vote for
answer.
mayor.
Ooh, there it
If you
is.
could describe a sunset to a visually impaired person, what words would you use?
You have been a very good Patreon to the interview section, and I'm happy to have met you. Have a very nice
I
day.
hope you enjoy the next 2 minutes of your playtime. How long have you been playing Gmod for?
As long as it came out.
So you're here when it first came out?
Well, not really. Mostly like 5 years.
All right, okay. And what's your opinion on the community of Gmod as a whole?
Well, if I had to say so myself, I feel like everyone's kind of an asshole.
Would that refer to admins as well, or is that just the normal players?
Especially admins. If they follow the rules by the books.
What is the most outrageous thing you've ever seen in in your 5 years of playing this game?
E-sex. Most definitely.
Were you partaking in or just watching?
Like, what I was supposed to say was, I'm one of the famous hackers that plays this game. Just don't walk in front of me.
You're a hacker, please demonstrate the hacks. Yeah, I'd say those are pretty solid hacks. Please go back to the podium.
If you had to describe yourself as an animal, if you had to relate to an animal most in the world, what would it be? And why? Man's pondering.
Probably a stink bug.
Interesting answer, why?
Usually of like sitting around places that you literally wouldn't expect. If I was at a party,
What
you'd
type
probably
of-
be in the kitchen, just sitting at the kitchen table without anyone else there.
Is there any other places that you're not allowed to be in that you usually hang around in? Well,
Well, we appreciate your. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
thank you very much for the interview.
What the?
How long have you been playing Gmod?
About 80 hours, I guess.
18 hours?
Yeah, that.
So far in your 18 hours of gameplay, what's your opinion on the Gmod community?
I think they are toxic, but it's fun.
Have you had any run-ins with any admins or owners? Have they been cool or are they a bit?
They were nice to me because so actually Gmod players are just toxic to kids, I guess.
If you owned this server, the server was yours, completely yours, and you made every rule you could, what would you implement? What would be the first 3 things that you would implement to make everyone stay a little bit better? What would you do?
Nice question, but okay. So, firstly, it will be like children are gonna get banned permanently. Just if you're not 18 or higher, you're just gone. First rule, and the second rule is just like do something stupid, just go to hell, man, permanently banned. And the third thing is this VIP shit is so fucked up. Like, if I join the server, I can't play the Hitman. Like, it's so stupid, man. VIP system is so fucked up. I don't want that.
You've been
you
a
so
very
much.
good interviewee,
Enjoy,
thank
mate.
you.
Oh my god, he's police
This
shit.
is hell. How long have you been playing Gmod for?
Just installed it.
What's the opinion on the Gmod community so far?
So far, pretty okay. It's pretty well. Actually, I was trying to speak to an admin and tell him give me money right now, and he got angry and warned me. So he gave me a warning for that.
What is your opinion on the Gmod administrators of the world? What do you think of them? Your true thoughts?
I think they're a bit kooky. They're a bit gaga sometimes. The power went to their heads a bit, you know.
If you were to identify as an animal, what animal would it be and why?
Never thought of that, huh? Probably a capybara. I like that animal.
Yeah.
And I saw
Is
like
the only reason because you like it, or?
No, I saw an image of a capybara trying to jump across the river, and it was like it was failing, but the caption said, "I want to believe." It was very inspirational. I liked it a lot.
What would you say would be the solve to world peace in the current climate? Apologies.
I think we got to make Chat GPT a president, so then they do the right smart answers, and then there's gonna be world peace. I for one welcome my AI overlords, and if this clip will be used in the far future, please remember I was rooting for you guys. Please.
Folks, you've heard it here first. Lord Tinky is bowing down to the AI overlords before they even start. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You have been
Thank you.
an amazing Patreon.
Follow my conspiracy channel is Tinky Things. I've got so many.
Again, you've heard it here first, folks. And I'm dead.
And now
There
to
you
our
go.
next program, cooking show.
Hey, no, you need to wait in the waiting soon, Bobby. You're on the back of the list because you just killed one of our presentators. Okay, you're the first person up. Okay,
So, Bobby, how long have you played Gmod for?
2 years.
In that time, what's your opinion on the Gmod community as a whole? Not just DarkRP, just a whole.
DarkRP is some shit sometimes. Good sometimes. The Fairy RP is fucking is a cesspool. You should never see the in jail or even banned because he was a VIP.
You are clearly in big trouble, little one.
oh, how long have you been playing Gmod for?
Dylan, you're having trouble killing someone?
Yeah, 2 years
how?
probably.
2 years. So what is the most biggest sin that you've seen other people commit? It could be to you, it could be to another.
Okay. And I think we have our next.
Yeah,
interview.
another interviewer. Oh, there I go.
No, I suppose not. Goodbye, folks.
Goodbye, folks. You two might need to duke it out. And that settles it. All right. Yeah, the biggest sin you saw someone else commit.
Hello, bro.
friend, oh, the door for me, my friend, oh, I'm going in, hello.
I see the special ed bus has been let open. Right, we're just gonna try and munch through this interview.
My friend, please.
The last question that we're gonna be asking you is, what do you feel about spending money on Gmod servers?
Yeah, we'll go for it. How long have you been playing Gmod for, Johnny?
Yes? No? Hi?
So Johnny, what is your opinion on the Gmod? What's your opinion on the Gmod administrators, the people who try and keep order in the chaos?
Shit.
Can't touch me. Is there any way you can describe that to me using colorful puppets of some sort?
Is there anything? Is there anything you would like to freestyle it without a question? A freestyle freestyle words. Come on, freestyle those words.
Can't touch me. Judge, can't touch me. Stop. Peter time. I'm a big shot. There's no doubt. Light a fire.
This is just. Do you not like how people can do journalisms in war zones?
I'll just go if you want. How long have you been playing Gmod for, Small Cheese?
That's a very precise answer.
That's my IP address almost. Wow.
Excuse me, sir. Please, if you want to interview, please wait in the waiting room.
And in that time, how many run-ins with admins or VIPs have you had? And if you have had many, how did they go as a whole?
So most of the ones where I've reported them, they are gone very animation.
Anyway, the next question that we have for you is, how would you solve world peace?
Get rid of Putin.
Can you elaborate, please?
Putting these nuts in your mouth.
F-103, fuck off. Don't want your stupid jokes right now.
Well, you've been prop locked in then, so you might want to take it.
So, please tell us how long you have been playing Gmod for.
2 years, yeah, 2 years.
2 years, and your overall view on the community is?
Depends on the
game. How about the community of this game that we're in currently now, this DarkRP server?
Yeah, I really like it. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it sucks. Normally I get mugged and I really get mad. Then I mug people and I get happy. And then other people report me for, and that's not cool. Really a mixed bag.
Yeah. And then how are they?
Sir, please wait in the waiting room.
And that's the news at 10, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry, admins, you were saying, how are the admins on this server? Apologies.
I don't know if you're safe to saying this. There could be an enemy in the walls, you know.
There's no one listening here. This is a very neutral ground.
Yeah, but some admins, can be invisible, you know.
I don't think they're gonna care.
We're the news and we're allowed to be...
Yo.
We're above the admins.
There's no censorship here.
They're bad. I don't like them. They're very mean to me.
That's fair, that's fair. What's the most outrageous thing you've ever seen on a Gmod server?
A SpongeBob pissing next to a Nazi flag. No, not into the Nazi flag, next to. So I think they supported it, Nazi. SpongeBob. You know, I have a really controversial idea. If we starve people, they really can't think about war and stuff. So if we starve them, they technically would be in peace without everyone.
Well, thank you very much for the interview. That's an answer. That's an answer, isn't it? That's an answer, isn't it?
Thank you so much. That was really. We appreciate the honest opinions.
You heard it here. You heard it here, folks. To solve world peace, you starve people.
No, there's no one in there. But good Lord Jesus Christ.
That was a.
What the fuck?
That was a bad one.
Fucking lock that guy up and throw away the key.
Yeah.
If you don't mind us asking, how long have you played Gmod for?
Too long.
Too long.
Perfect answer. And in that too long time, your opinion, please, on the whole community, not just these servers, but you can specify on these servers if you'd like, but the community of Gmod.
Very good, very good, very good.
And how do you feel? You may be a bit biased here, but how do you feel the admins on this server do their job? Do you think they do them well?
The best job ever.
How would you think if a person on the server who's been playing for quite some time, how do you think they would describe the administrator's work?
10 out of 10.
If you don't mind me asking a bit of a weird one, but we like asking weird questions here. What would you say? How would you solve world peace? What would your go-to be?
Stop guns.
Stop guns.
Stop guns. You've
And
heard it first, folks.
What is the very worst thing you've ever seen? Period.
This interview.
Get the fuck out. Get out. What are you? Get out. What you think this is a joke? Get the fuck out of here.
Joining us today is this lovely duo. Please, if you don't mind, how long have you been playing Gmod for, roughly?
Like 3 days.
Is that sorry?
A year?
How do you feel the community is? Maybe just base it on this server. How do you feel this server is?
It's pretty good. There's a lot of nice people on the server.
There's a lot of nice people.
Did you guys meet on this server, or do you know each other outside of the server?
No, we met each other like some minutes ago.
Seen any of the admins, or met any of them, or had any run-ins? If so, are they okay?
Yeah, a lot of times.
And they've been alright with you guys, or are they a bit? Yeah.
Yeah, there was one admin. He did bad on his job. Like he didn't do what he was supposed to do.
All right, okay. A little bit of corruption here, maybe.
Maybe a little bit of corruption. But here's a question for both of you. So far, from all your experience, what is the most outrageous thing you've seen someone do or someone say to you?
I don't know.
That I should kill myself.
You should kill yourself.
Yeah, that one.
Damn.
Dear
Just
Lord.
kind of funny.
Yeah.
He got angry at me because I tried to make them do a
My
beatbox.
advice is not to listen to that.
People, you know, don't like kids sometimes because they're annoying and like their voice is like, you know, squeaky.
If you had to identify as an animal, what animal would it be and why? We always end our interviews on a random question, so this is your random question.
I
know
need
it's
to
a
think
random
about
question.
that.
It's whatever.
Koala probably, because they just kind of do nothing.
Fair answer.
It's a very
One of
fair
the best
answer.
we've had.
I think it would be like a wolf or something, or like a fox or something. Or no, a bear. I want to be a bear. Yeah, bear.
What would the reason behind being a bear be, if you don't mind me asking?
Because they're so like, they just seem cool, you know, the way they live and, yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Alright.
agree with that. Well, thank you both
Thank you very
so much
much.
for your time.
You two made the server better.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Fucking hate kids. My official opinion on them. Kids, they're alright. Could be worse. I was going to ask about world peace, but they're probably about 4, so what the fuck do they know?
My personal opinion on them is, I think a lot of them should be locked up in jail. How long have you been playing Gmod for? Please answer all these questions as honestly as you want to. Over a month?
Around 1 month. Yes.
So, in that month, what's your opinion on the community of the, you know, Gmod as a whole? It doesn't have to specifically be this server, but if you want to be specific, go ahead.
A lot of trolls and racist people, and I love it.
A lot of trolls and racist people and you love it. Would you consider yourself a troll and a racist person?
Not as much as a troll, but more of a racist person.
You're a racist person, would you say?
Yes.
You're racist.
How do you feel about my colleague here?
I hate it.
You hate it? You hate me? Why do you hate me? Go on, elaborate, please. Please elaborate.
Because you're black. Easy.
That was the worst one yet.
What the fuck? These interviews are getting shorter and shorter.
Do you remember when you said, we haven't had a racist person yet?
I do indeed. However, at least we haven't heard any specific words.
I think that guy was fucking close. That one scarred me.
I didn't really. Yeah, same, mate. Same. Mr. Dave Buster, how long have you been playing Gmod for?
Correct.
And what would your opinion on the state of Gmod in its current form be?
Problematic.
And elaborating?
Care to elaborate on that?
Possibly.
Go ahead. Elaborate.
Fix more. Do more. Very.
Still not the worst answers we've had today. And what would your opinion be on
Also,
the admins of the server?
I just want to say, this may be off topic, but your waiting room, like the clocks in there, it's kind of broken. Like all of them don't tell time.
Admins in the server, how have they treated you?
not good. You know, I'll tell you that.
Not good. Is that every single one that you've come across, or is there one
Yep,
specific
all
problem?
of them. You know, all admins are bad. You know, every single one.
Would you agree with previous opinions we've had on them, where maybe the power's gone to their head?
No, the power's gone to my head. You know, I've always heard the customer's always right. They don't seem to agree with that.
What is the biggest sin you have committed on Gmod?
Okay,
I've opened up the game. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That is unforgivable. Really unforgivable.
That is unforgivable. You really need to seek Jesus.
What is the answer to world peace, in your opinion? Say you have all the power in the world to solve it. How would you go about doing so?
Well, how many pieces are there?
There's one world peace. It's everyone being united. No war, no conflict. How would you do it?
Oh, then we're fine on that. We don't. It's not like a puzzle. If there's only one piece, it's not that hard now, is it?
Alright, quick, no, how would you do, quick, before we run out of time, how would you do it? How would you do?
Fuck, Campbell Soup! This is sponsored by Campbell Soup. You don't want to go in there. They ask questions you don't want to answer.
It's time for your interview.
We know your secrets. Please join us.
Okay, welcome back to the show. We have the police chief here, the police chief of the server. That's a big role to, to undertake, isn't it? So, Mr. Police Chief, how long have you been playing Gmod for? 370 hours. Wow.
Respectable.
That's a large amount of time. Over those 370 hours, how would you describe the Gmod community? You can describe it as a whole, a specific game mode, or the server if you play on the server regularly. You don't know. Do you wish to elaborate on your point of not knowing what's going on, or would you like to skip the question? Skip? That's the first skip we've had. Alright.
That is the first skip we've had.
So the administrators of the server, they try and keep order and all of that sort of stuff. How would you describe them? Yes, the admins. Good / bad people.
Good and bad. Yeah.
I like it.
We've had a couple on the fence, but mainly quite biased on either side. Right, we'll round it off with the random question for you, which is, if you were an animal, any animal in the world, what would you be and why?
Are you skipping this one as well? Yeah. Alright, thank you for the interview. That was a very informative
Thank you very much. We appreciate
interview.
your time.
Alright, welcome back to the show. We have our first interviewee here, Toxic Monkey. Alright, Toxic, tell us about yourself. How long have you been playing Gmod for?
100 hours, you know?
100 hours? That's one of the longer ones we've had, isn't it, Hazmat?
It is indeed, yes.
In those 100 hours, what would you say the community is like? Like, the whole of Gmod, how would you describe it?
Well, I've been playing the server the whole time, and I'll say good.
Pretty good.
And what about the admins on the server? Have you had any run-ins with? If so, how have they treated you?
Pretty good, you know. I'm hoping to be a moderator one day too on this server, so
Just bear with it. We've had all the answers you can think of, so just go with it. I've got one which I think I know the answer to, but we'll try, yeah? If you could be any animal in the world, what would it be and why?
snake because they're cool.
How would you solve world peace?
I don't know. A hard question.
Excuse me, please wait in the waiting room downstairs. I've been very kind to you up until this point, but I'm kindly gonna ask you to fuck off. Oh, someone has destroyed one of our cameras. That's nice. Oh.
There you go.
There they are. Right, thank you for the interview. You were very kind. The people who came up here can
Here's one.
Mr. Moderator, can you go away, please?
I've been waiting for 4 hours.
Boy, do I look like I give a fuck. This man's been waiting 2 years for this opportunity. Alright, we are back with it after that disruption that we had. We had some rioters break in and nick the cameras, but we have got it all fixed up, isn't that right?
It is indeed, yeah, we're back to it. Today we've got a member of the SWAT team with us. Tell us, how long have you been playing for?
3 years.
3 years? And in that time, what's your opinion on the Gmod community as a whole?
This community is full of shitheads who are fam. Elaborate. What do you mean by that? What's the specific reason to say such a thing?
Why you talking about my mama?
Hey.
My bad. Hey. He wants head.
Well, I think that answer right there is a very good description of why you think the community is full of shitheads who are
Okay.
fat.
So, right there is just, that was his daily seizure.
How would you solve world peace? If you had the option, the infinite power, how would you solve world peace? I think I'd say that was a very nice interview of a police officer, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that about right.
Oh, would you look at that in the
Look at
chat?
that in the chat. Lovely. Yeah.
Alright, let's go interview that guy who was being really fucking annoying.
Hello, hi. How long have you played Gmod for, roughly?
A few years.
Enjoyable or
Excuse me, Mr. Skinny
Mixed.
Swat. Thank you.
Does it matter?
It's kind of mixed.
So much on what server you're on for the mix? Is there certain servers that are better than others?
Yes.
How would you describe this one that we're currently in now?
This one is a kind of a combined of a little toxic, but also friendly. Mainly a little bit toxic.
How would you describe the Gmod administrators? That can be in general or specifically on this server. Up to you.
I mean, most of them are nice, besides Applejack, who likes to absolutely destroy me.
More off-topic questions. We got 2 off-topic questions coming up from both of us. The first one I'm going to ask you is, how would you solve world peace?
I don't know. Gel all the toxic? I don't know. Maybe show him my blicky. I don't have it.
Right, Hazmat? I don't think the world peace method worked.
Alright, so how I'd solve world peace is, people like that, all you gotta do is just put the barrel of your gun in their mouth. Threaten them. Seems fair, right?
The worst answer we've had?
Yeah, not the
fair
worst. Right, Hazmat, your
final
last
one.
question.
How would you describe a sunset to a visually impaired person? How would you word it?
Something amazing that you can't see. I don't know.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I mean, it sucks to suck. I'm feeling real spicy tonight.
And in that time, how do you feel the community is it evolved? Has it got better? Has it got worse?
Just a pain, eh?
What did you say to the world right now?
Sometimes it do be what it do be.
What about you, sir?
I truly believe that this server has been the worst one we have visited so far.
Just just don't worry about what's happening here, boys.
Go back down to the waiting room
I
if you
jiggle
want
my
to do a second
titties, man. I
room.
jiggle my titties.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. There I go. Our prediction when we said if this server would be the worst because it's got cancer in the name.
Yeah. What the fuck have we just witnessed? Why?
I loved it. I loved it when they stood in front of the camera.
Yeah, every 5 seconds they just don't.
And we're talking a lot.